Black Mirror, Season 4, Episode 5, Metalhead. Welcome back to another Floppylegss YouTube video. I really appreciate coming on through. Of course, today we're talking about Metalhead, the 5th episode of Black Mirror. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Of course, we're going to go through the story, the concept, the characters, and the twist. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what I rate the episode out of 10. Okay, let's get into it. Spoiler warning ahead. Starting off with the story, of course, we're in a futuristic world. It feels like the episode is in black and white, which is very different for Black Mirror. We are first introduced to Bella, Clark, and Anthony as they're in a car, and they're driving to collect a package from a storage place. Okay. They're very fearful of something. We don't know what that is. It feels like a post-apocalyptic sort of world. You know what I mean? Like there's been an outbreak of something and they're searching for scraps. They're in a car that they found or something like that. Do you know what I mean? They've left the base. They've left their people. But anyway, they enter this storage place while one of them is trying to hack a van. This episode, just to nip it in the bud straight away, it is a thriller episode. But they go through this storage house and they find the box that they're looking for. And they go up to get it. He moves the box. Then all of a sudden, there's this metal dog. And it spurts out, like, I don't even know, like painful trackers. They all enter their body, their pain. And it blasts the guy's head off. It's very graphic, straight off the bat. And we see Bella run for her bloody life. It's only one dog and he's caused this much damage. And Clark in the van manages to get it going. They drive off. It's very intense, very fearful. What's going on? What is this thing? What is this episode about? They drive away, but the dog is just too quick for them. It enters the van, kills Clark, and then it ends up controlling the car, the van, very easily. It's like a difference between the mechanical dog versus the human in Clark. Clark was struggling to connect to it, struggling, whereas this enhanced being is able just to connect straight away, and it's driving at full pelt, ramming Bella off the road, things like that. It progresses and then the car is on the edge of a cliff. The dog gets in, Bella gets out, the car falls down, the dog's inside, Bella can flee. In this moment, the dog's arm, one of the dog's arms breaks, which is a very key plot point as we progress in the episode. She painfully removes the tracker from her leg. She contacts people through the radio, which is like her home base. She's saying that she loves them and she's going to try and get back to them. And then she sees the dog is after her again. And then she sees that the dog's not far behind her. She climbs a tree. I'm going through it. By the way, guys, I watched this episode, but at the time of recording this, I watched this episode about a week and a half ago. Because my PC was gone if you looked at the post that I did on YouTube. So it ain't fresh in my mind as other episodes have been. However, I do remember it. So she climbs a tree and then the dog's there. Can't get up because its arm's gone. She starts chucking sweets at it. Just want to add, how many bloody sweets or mints did she have in her pocket? Like an unimaginable amount. She's just every like hour or whatever, she's dashing this sweet at it. But it's clever because it's solar powered. It's nighttime. It's wasting its battery. It's going to be eventually dead. She leaves. She sees this big complex, big walls, what have you. She enters this luxury house, I imagine, this mansion, and it's all run down, overflowing of grass. Basically, really stressing that this is multiple years after the dogs took over. You know, after this post-apocalyptic dog taking over world. And she somehow enters the house with her little like gimbal to get the keys. She enters the house, and one of the things here that's quite horrific and I think exaggerates and like really tells you like the depth of the drasticness of the world that they're in is the people that took their own life in this mansion, in this house. It's like a 1-bolt shotgun, isn't it? It's a 1-bolt weapon, and it's the thought that there was a couple did it to his wife maybe, and then he had to do it to himself. So he had to see his wife die and then had to do it to himself. They couldn't do it at their own time. He had to reload the gun in that moment. Oh, it's horrific. She takes the weapon. She finds keys of the car, and that's her get out of jail card. Like she can get out with that. The mechanical dog comes back. Is able to open the door with ease again. And they're in the house, and she's aware now that this dog's here. And she uses every ounce of her being to take it down. She splashes it with paint so it can't see on its sensor. It's attached a knife to its hand. It's very, very, you know, you would go as far as to say sentient in some degree, maybe, like very, very switched on, knows what it's doing. And she, as I said, uses every ounce of her being to take it down. She takes the car, she plays the song from it to attract the dog. And how she takes down the dog at the end as well is she blasts its metaphorical head off. Very similar to how the dogs were taking down the people as well. She then goes inside and realizes that the trackers are all over her, one being very deep into her neck, I believe. So if she's going to take that out, she's going to really damage and harm herself. and there's multiple trackers, and she knows that there's multiple dogs. So she uses this time to send a goodbye message to those that are in that base, to her loved ones, to her husband, I imagine. And then she takes her own life, and the camera pans out, it lifts up, the crane shot, bang, you see the world as more dogs are coming after her. The dogs are everywhere. She used all of that effort to take down one. You can understand why she took her own life at the end, because there ain't no way she's going to take down 3, 4, let alone one again. She couldn't take one again. There was loads coming for her. They went to the cars. These dogs rule the world. They run this world, and that's why it's this post-apocalyptic sort of world. And we go back all the way, it's drone shot, all the way back to the storage house, where we see what the box was all along. What they sacrificed their lives for, essentially, was to collect this box for a dying person that needed it. So we thought, is it another technology? Is it technology that's going to save this person in need? And it ends up being teddy bears, telling us that the person that they were probably trying to help was a kid, a dying kid, probably. And what they were looking for, what they sacrificed their life for, wasn't tech. It wasn't this grand thing that would save the day. It was a very human, complete opposite to the dogs. Do you know what I mean? Complete opposite to technology. Just an old toy teddy bear, something comforting, something close to you, is what they were after this whole time. I kind of briefly spoke about this story. You're getting a vibe from me here. And if you're getting a vibe from me here, just to let you know you're correct. Okay, wait till you see my rating at the end. So the concept here is, I think the mechanical dogs are a metaphorical representation to the technological advancements that we're making in the world, okay? And how they can have a negative consequence to the degree of taking away all life. As I said, they removed all the pigs, as we heard from the beginning. So, and their MO is clearly just to kill any living being, all these humans. So I think it's just like a technological advancement that went too far. I actually saw the other day, I don't know how accurate or true this is, I saw the other day that France, by 2040, want to be able to have a robot army. Okay, so this episode came out in 2017. If that is true, that's 2025. This is a metaphorical future for us, maybe, like where we delve into robots, or delve into these things. And if they get wrong coding or become sentient in the wrong way, or very typical robot story in a dystopian future, and they just kill all human beings, kill all life. They're dogs. They're called dogs. Dogs are something that's so comforting, so nurturing, so loving, when they're real. But then it's like the mechanical, technological version of them are horrific, killing machines. Couldn't be more opposite to what we know and love about dogs. So that's the concept to some degree. I don't know why it's black and white. Maybe I'm being foolish in that sense. I guess maybe the world is so dark. This world that they're in is so dark that it's in black and white. That's why I've just thought of that now. That's probably it. Characters. My love about Black Mirror is about the characters mainly. I couldn't give a rat's ass about Clark or Auntie. I didn't know them. I didn't know anything about them. And Bella, I kind of cared for in this moment, but I just, it's so like average. It's not there. I don't want to spoil my rating, but this isn't Black Mirror. This isn't Black Mirror. This is just a thriller episode that involved technology. A technology that cleared society. Why did it? I want to know. Tell me more. Tell me more. Why is it in black and white? I don't know, man. Like, I understand like the point that's being made about them leaving and risking their lives for teddy bears in a mechanical black and white dark world is like we look for those things like to comfort us, the human things. But like it's just like these characters had nothing to them. She's calling on this radio to people that I don't know. I don't know who she's calling, saying I love you, goodbye. Like I don't know them. I don't know what they they don't necessarily have to show me all these people or anything like that. But give me a little bit more backstory. Give me something more. She's just fleeing from this dog that's just killing everyone. Like it's just a basic thriller. Like this isn't Black Mirror, man. This isn't what we're here for, Black Mirror. Please tell me you agree. I think the majority of people agree. This isn't Black Mirror, man. Like I'm gonna say something that's gonna give away the rating. The Waldo moment has more is Black Mirror. It's a bad episode, but it's Black Mirror. I can see that as a Black Mirror episode. This has nothing. This is just a thriller. It's just a horror. It's rubbish. The twist is that they were going for teddy bears. All right, that's the twist. You can see I'm not in the mood. And I watched it a week and a half ago, but I still remember the feeling I had from this episode. And this is the first time I ever watched it, by the way. I never watched it when it came out in 2017. Stark opposite to Archangel, when I watched that for the first time. I would rather never have watched this episode. This is not Black Mirror. I've calmed down a little bit now, guys. It is Black Mirror. It's just not done well. Okay? This is what you've been waiting for, my rating out of 10. You can see where I'm probably going to go with it. I might surprise you here. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. A 3 out of 10. It's a decent enough thriller. But I'm here for a Black Mirror episode. And yes, there's a message here that technology went too far. It killed a human life, which is, it's like, that's what it's doing. This is what our phones are doing. This is what the Black Mirrors are doing. They're killing all humans, just not in a very physical, objective way. But these dogs are objectively killing people. But who created the dogs? What are the dogs? Why there's so many of the dogs? What was their purpose when they originally made? Did I miss that? It's just like the Waldo moment was a bad episode, but it was Black Mirror. Like I could see what was going on. It was a bad episode, but this was kind of Black Mirror and also a bad episode. That's why it's now my official lowest rated Black Mirror episode with a 3 out of 10. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Dogs or cats, by the way? Dogs, innit? Not these dogs. Not these metal dogs. I'm just still baffled about this episode. Like, how un-Black Mirror-esque of it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's just a whole episode of her running and fleeing and then fighting the fight, being so damaged by it that she can't fight no more, so she takes her own life. It's just that bit was quite sad, and like it makes sense that she's overwhelmed. She knows that she can't take any more on. It shows how powerful the dogs are. Makes you understand how they've taken over. You understand how they've taken over the world. Is it the whole world? Is it just the UK? There's pretty some like crazy Easter egg meaning here. Like this episode links to this episode and the dogs are these. But come on, man. You shouldn't need all of that to appreciate it. And I'm very... I'd give myself some credit. I felt like I'm switched on enough to be able to connect dots. Other than the fact that there's a teddy bear at the end. And they were actually going for a kid, probably. And they risked their life for that. But even that, like, you know how I'm saying, like, some things have to make sense. Why are you risking your life for teddies? I'm sorry. Why? Think about it. I guess it's to show that what real humans are, you know. I don't know, man. 3 out of 10. Let me know if you agree in the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you sub. Check out my other videos. They're much more positive. As you can see in the ratings here, I rate a lot of episodes quite highly, actually. This one is one of the few that I've rated quite low. Thank you for coming through, though. I've been Floppyleggs, and I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully for a more positive review.